New game coming out. It's going to kill Genshin Impact. I know the Fontaine patch just recently came out. A lot of people are happy about it. Bad decision. You should actually be sad because your game's about to fucking die.
Are you tired of open world anime RPGs yet? Because China certainly isn't tired of trying to push them out, trying to force them down our throats. If Genshin Impact isn't enough for you, if Tower of Fantasy wasn't enough for you.
I mean, I feel like those games at least look good and they play well. I'd take dozens of Genshin Impacts if it means that I don't have to look at some fucking weird, like, new Fable main character running around in some bullshit universe that you have to pay $5 to access every single different type of DLC for. Like, let's be honest, okay? Yeah, I prefer that.
If Wuthering Waves isn't enough to be excited for, then you might be shocked to learn that as of today, a brand new Genshin killer was revealed to the world. And on the 24th of August, they are going to have a mass reveal party
24th?
showcasing full in-game footage, a trailer, new information, because currently all we have is the announcement.
Project Mugen is the next PS5 gotcha, gunning for Genshin Impact's crowned. Okay.
The kind of game it is, some GIFs of gameplay, and a Twitter with one single tweet made. Before we go ahead
136 followers
and jump into this video, though, I want to take a moment here to thank today's sponsor, Tower of God New World. By now, you've no doubt heard about Tower of God, the critically acclaimed webtoon with over 6 billion views worldwide. And if you haven't, well, look at that.
Bro, they changed the New World up a lot, so they're going with an anime vibe now?
Yeah, now you have something new to do this weekend. Tower of God New World is a 3D mobile game based on the webtoon series.
What the
with
fuck?
Gameplay revolving around strategic combat, synergizing your team with a variety
whatever
of
happened to
different
the
characters,
corruption?
all who fit different role archetypes, possessing their own elemental affinities and allowing for elemental combinations, which can be useful if you're stuck while climbing the tower.
So you can make her
If
taller?
that sounds like something you'd be interested in, go ahead and click the link in the description of the pinned comment below to join the hype train during their new summer festival event. This is the perfect time to go ahead and try the game out. There are roughly 70 characters obtainable in game, a 100% guaranteed SSR every 100 pulls, a guaranteed SSR plus every 200 pulls, allowing for players to easily comprise their ultimate team, which is important as there are
like
a lot
FIFA.
of unique combinations present, even with R or SR rank units that could lead you to victory in a ton of different ways. Again, the Summer Festival event is...
I think it's definitely a risk of a game to add a character that's not an anime girl in a bikini. Like, they're adding Godzilla into the game? 200 pity? No, there's like SSR plus. Like, so... The reason why they add that is because of whales.
Ongoing and new characters, SSR plus Vial, SSR Shasha are both coming. There's a new summer story mission, summer costumes, summer special missions, and rewards that cannot be missed. So don't download the game using the link in the description below and don't miss out. I'm happy to be one of the first content creators here to cover this game, kind of like I was.
People talked to me about this game. I didn't really talk about it at all because I didn't really know what to expect. They just like gave me a name. I didn't have any like what even is this?
Back when Genshin Impact was first announced, when Cry and I first covered it, and then when Tower Fantasy and Blue Protocol were both announced, when once again another YouTuber friend of mine from way back when, Cry and I, covered both. We are both kind of anime weeby guys, so it makes sense.
Good job.
Go ahead and follow this just so I don't forget that it exists. So what is Project
What's the game?
Mugen?
Oh, it's NetEase. Okay.
NetEase Games announces an urban open world RPG.
I have a feeling that it's gonna have monetization in it. Yeah, I feel like this game is going to be monetized. I bet it's also going to be free to play.
For PS5, PC,
I
iOS,
bet
and
it's,
Android. So it's going to be fully cross-platform compatible between PC, console, and mobile. Just like Genshin Impact and just like Tower Fantasy, you know, like 2 years after Tower Fantasy launched. According to Push Square, Project Mugen is the next PS5 gacha gunning for Genshin Impact's crown. Can they take it? Well, I mean, that's not even a question. No, they can't. The full reveal set for August 23rd. No, August 24th. Publisher NetEase Games and developer Naked Rain. All right.
I mean, the character models and everything are pretty decent, I would say. Like, I think that, like, really, games like this thrive on how compelling the character models and character design is, I think. And I think that's one of the reasons why, like, the MiHoYo games are so popular. It's because the character design is so strong and the art is so good. Like, if you go to the Honkai Star Rail subreddit, you're not seeing a bunch of people like, oh, I'm trying to build this new character. What stat prio should I use? No, it's a picture of, like, Kafka, and she's wearing a bikini. And then underneath it, it's a picture of Branya, and she's wearing a bikini. And then underneath it, it's another picture of another character also wearing a bikini. That's it. That's what people care about.
All right, this is apparently their first.
Check the Genshin
Naked Rain is a
Reddit.
video game developer and subsidiary of Thunderfire, Naked Rain. Dude, this is they're very creative with their names. Wait, so Thunderfire Studio
It's better than Creative Business Unit 3.
is a subsidiary of NetEase, and Naked Rain is a subsidiary of Thunderfire. Thunderfire has only ever developed one game, which is the same game that Naked Rain has developed. Okay. So this is an urban open world RPG. So it's essentially Genshin Impact, but set in Zenless Zone Zero's world.
I am not a fan of the futuristic cyberspace, cyberpunk type stuff. I don't think that it sells as well as just traditional fantasy. It's overdone. Well, I don't think it's necessarily overdone. I think that it's harder to relate to. Because, like, it's so complex, and, like, the scope of things in those games is just so much farther beyond kind of what people could, like, know is, like, real, I guess. I feel like fantasy games are just easier to understand and appreciate. Sword Art Online, though? What fucking cyber, like, what crazy cyber shit did they do in Sword Art Online? They didn't really do a lot. Yeah, I don't really think so. Like, season 2? Oh yeah, oh, whenever the show got bad? Oh yeah, well, I stopped watching it by then. Because everybody said stop watching the show after season 1. I said, okay, I'll believe you.
Full reveal is planned for August 23rd. At 7 p.m. Here's a few preview gifts. I'm gonna go ahead and open these each in a new tab. That way we can get a decent large view of them. I'm gonna be honest with you, the character models we're just looking at from this very first gift very strongly resembles Zenless Zone Zero, which I think is actually a good thing. The combat looks very fluid. I like the special